Hello YouTube land, it's Debbie from the Canadian Crocheter. It's been a couple of days since I last posted. I think I posted on Sunday and it is now Thursday, but I've been very busy. Yeah, right after I did the podcast, my friend Andrea, she has a little business, a little craft business where, oh sorry, you want to see our newest addition to the family? This is Buster. So you all know that my mom moved in recently and he is hers. And so we have a new addition. We now have 3 Shih Tzus in the house. This is Buster. We call him Pretty Boy. Yes, you give good kisses. We call him Pretty Boy because he's blonde and my 2 guys are dark-haired. So, okay, Buster, you need to sit over here. Okay? You be a good boy. Yes, you be a good boy. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Andrea has a little business where she buys or she recycles sweaters into mittens. So she cuts them out, lines them with fleece, and sews everything together and sells them at craft fairs. So about a year ago, she started buying hats, the hats that I make, and she puts them together with the sweaters or the mitts that she's made, and she sells them as sets. So she gives me carte blanche as to what I want to do. She gives me basic parameters. She wants a toque. She wants pom-poms or no pom-poms, or you know, she gives me a little bit of an idea of colors. She wants mostly neutrals, but I can't do neutrals. Come on. So I do have some bright colored ones too, and I just like, Andrea, you got to work with what you get, what I give you. Anyway, so she's coming over next Wednesday. So I've been very busy making hats for her. But I'm really kind of tired now. I want to go back to, I have some shawls on the go and I really want to get back to making the shawls. So I'm going to quickly show you all the hats that I've been working on. But what the first idea that I had was, she said that she went, her last craft fair, the hats with the big huge pom-poms that I make that are just not trimmed, you know, like really like that, were a huge hit. So maybe my laziness has started a trend. She seems to think so. What she's done, she has some other hats left over from her last purchase, so she's asked me to make her some, oh sorry, I dropped a couple, just some loose pom-poms that she's gonna attach to the other hats that she has, because they're a big hit. And then what I did was I had some hats that were already made with no pom-poms. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here that I just added pom-poms. Like this one. This one's massive. Look at the size of this. I think I've showed you this one a couple of videos ago with the Hudson's Bay colors. And I had some yarn left over, added a big pom-pom. The other thing that I've started doing is, I don't know where I saw it, but I saw somebody else mention it, is I am tying the pom-poms in a bow on the inside of the hat, because when it comes time to washing, you don't really want to wash the pom-pom. It'll get all fuzzy, but you want to wash the hat. So I just tie my pom-poms on now. And she loves the idea, so I think it's great. This one's really heavy, so it's kind of floppy. It looks good, really good on, but it's kind of floppy on its own. Anyway, so that's what I've been doing, is attaching the pom-poms with, I just thread it through and tie a bow so that you can remove the pom-pom for washing. So yeah, so I've got 5 that I've added pom-poms to. Then I made tons of hats. Okay, so I make my toques. Now these are very versatile. Now I use 2 colors here, and these are both Charisma. The colors are, so I'm going to try to make this really quick. The colors are charcoal and dark purple. You know, loops and threads, Charisma. So the great thing about these is that it's just basically a tube of half double crochet in the back loops. You make a rectangle, and then you cinch the top, add a pom-pom. The great thing about these is they fit so many different heads, because you know, you have a bigger brim, or if you have a bigger head, smaller brim. So they fit many people. So it doesn't have to be like a like if you're making a hat for someone in particular, you can get their measurements. But if you're selling at a craft fair, these are great because they can be for many different people. So I made this one. And again, I added the 2 colors to make a pom-pom, my floppy pom-pom. So I made that one. And then I used a lot of Lion Brand Woolies Thick and Quick. And this one is Spice. I love this color. And this is the, oh my goodness, I can't remember the name of the pattern, but the one that Zelda loves, that everybody seems to be doing, really easy, by Claudette Crochet. And the name escapes me, but I will leave the link in the bottom. So I made that. I love this one. Love this one. And the reason that I like this one is it took 1 ball, including, or 1 skein, including the small little pom-pom on the top. And again, I have to show you. I tied it with a bow inside, so it doesn't, you can remove it to wash the hat. But it only takes 1 skein. I can't stand patterns where it takes, you know, 1 and a little bit of another skein. Like, that's such a waste of money. And then what am I gonna do with like 3/4 of a skein of yarn? I'll have to make a scrap yarn or something. And then it also, because she's buying them off me and then she's gonna be reselling them at craft fairs, I need to try to keep the cost down. So, you know, if I can do it for 1 skein, that keeps my cost down, it keeps her cost down, everybody's happy. So I made that one. Then I had, I made this one. This one I figured for men or boys, and I used Bernat Softy Chunky in black and Charisma, Loops and Threads Charisma in yellow. So very similar in nature. I think the Bernat Softy Chunky is a little silkier, but not by much. So I made that. Again, same way, same process, just half double crochet. Again, half double crochet, but I made it with 2 colors, and these are both Kaleidoscope. Loops and Threads Kaleidoscope, and the colorways are Amethyst and Smoky Quartz. And I had a little bit of each, so I put them together. Now this one's a slightly smaller, it fits my head, somebody with a small head. But I love the way the colors turned out. Love, love, love those 2. So made that one. Then I made another one with Bernat Wool Up Bulky in the colorway Teal. Again, it's just the toque, same process as before, half double crochet, rectangle, seam it up, big pom-pom, any size hat, or any size head. And then again, another toque, and this one is Bernat Softy Chunky in the colorway Wine, and I had a little bit of the Charisma in gray, but I didn't have enough of the Wine to make a fuller pom-pom, so I just added some of the Charisma, and this is what you get. Again, you can just fold it over to fit many different size heads. So that, love that. So I made all of these. So I'm sure she's gonna love those. And then I also started making, so those were all basically toques, but then I wanted to make ones, just beanies, but then I'd make, out of 1 skein, I would make the beanie and a big pom-pom. And then she has the option of attaching it or not. I personally don't think beanies look good with pom-poms. I prefer the toques with the pom-poms, but the beanies are like just plain. So, but I made a hat and a pom-pom. Now this one is Lion Brand Woolies Thick and Quick in the colorway Grass. I love this yarn. I love Lion Brand. And this is just basically half double crochet beanie, and then I went down a hook size and did single crochets around the border and the back loops only. So you get this kind of, and the thing about this, and this is actually, I learned this from my viewers when I was complaining about the brims going up, and everybody said go down a hook or 2. And I did, and I love it. And this actually brings the hat in so it stays closer to your head. So yeah, I did that one. And then I did the same thing with the Spice colorway. I think this is Spice. Yes, Spice Line Brand, Thick and Quick in the Spice colorway. Love this color. So I made it just slightly bigger. And see, now you know why the toques are better, because there's more stretch in these than these. These ones don't have stretch. So it fits many different heads, whereas this one is going to be for a bigger head. So I did that. And then, let's see. And then I did another one. And this one, it's for a bigger head, but I don't like the way the ribbing turned out. And I did go down 2 hook sizes. And if I go down any more, it's going to be too tight. The band is going to be too tight. It's okay. It's not great. Now, I don't know what yarn I used. Is it this one? No, I don't know what colorway I used. But anyway, made a pom-pom, just a navy plain. I think it'll suit a guy, probably without the pom-pom, but she can attach it if she wants it. Then I did one in, again, I don't know what the colorway is. Some sort of green. So I did that. Same thing, half double crochet, or actually this one's double crochet, so it's a little holier with the brim. But again, I'm not liking the way the brim turns out. So I'm gonna have to play with brims. Like this is a brim that you add at the end, you know, the front post, back post. I'm not liking that too much, but I'll play with it. I think she can sell that. So did that. And then I was watching a YouTuber called Knitty Dotty. I don't know why she doesn't have more subscribers. She doesn't have a lot of videos. She is really great. She is the type of, she knits, she crochets, she does a lot. But she does a lot of winging. She does a lot of things that she just wings and goes off, which I love. I love the things that she comes up with. Anyway, she's having a cow and on Instagram, and I think it's gonna run till November 1st. So if you want in, you just gotta make this hat and post a picture on Instagram with the hashtag Knitty Dotty Cow, and you'll be entered. So now the beanie is Wishful Beanie by, who's this by? Stitch Shy of Normal. It's a paid for pattern, but it's nominal. I think it was like $2 or something. Now I made it using the landscapes, Line Brand Landscapes, and the colorway is Desert Spring. Now I did post mine on Facebook or on Instagram, and this is what it came out like. Sorry, I'm losing the light, so it came out, it's very much fall colors with a little bit of teal and blues in there, pink. Now, it's okay. There was a stitch in here that I thought was useless, to be honest with you. There's a camel stitch in between here that I thought, because camel stitches are more work, I thought she could have picked another stitch to separate the baubles. It was okay. I don't hate it. It was a quick and easy pattern. I know that some people had trouble with row 19, which was towards the end, but I didn't even get to row 19 because I have a small head, didn't even get there. So I finished it off well before then. But anyway, yeah, I made it only because I love the channel Knitty Dotty, and you have to check her out. She's fabulous. I love listening to her, love everything she makes. She made a bra. You gotta watch it. Anyway, so if you want in on the cow, she's giving away some really good yarn too. That's why I really wanted to do the cow. So yeah, that's for this hat. She loves the hat, and I don't hate the hat. I think it's okay. It's got a good texture, and maybe it's the colors that I've chosen. Maybe that's what's throwing me off. Don't know. don't know what it is. It's just okay. And I hate giving bad reviews, and this one does not deserve a bad review, but my integrity is everything to me, and I'm going to be completely honest with you. The pattern is okay. But if you like that, give it a try, and join the Cal, post a picture, and most definitely you need to watch Knitty Dotty. Anyway, that's all I have. It's going to be a quick one, 15 minutes I think. And then the next time I come on, it will be for the giveaway drawing. Hopefully everyone has a wonderful evening, and we'll talk soon.